wonderful sweet baby. So today I want to talk to you guys about JT and just my overall conspiracy theory about her and her career. So first, I just want to give you guys a little bit of backstory and what's going on with JT as of currently. So if you guys are unaware, JT actually just officially started a tour, and she said this to her Instagram. Started tour and I still can't believe it. I hope y'all know how happy y'all made me. Kansas City, thank you. Now, these are some of her stills, which I will get into that in a little bit. But, these are some of her newest pictures that she posted in, regards of her upcoming tour. And then here's just a little bit of footage of her venue of her doing her tour as well. So as you can see, it looks like it's a pretty big crowd that showed out. And in this video, fans were singing okay, and they were singing word for word and, vibing out with JT as she was performing. And just a little side note to throw in there about the upcoming info with Nicki Minaj included. It looks like Nicki Minaj is not really effing with the girls lately. So as of recently, she actually decided to unfollow a few girlies, and JT was one of them. And then she, was pretty much like, don't pretty much come to her about people that she unfollows. If she's not around somebody, don't ask her anymore about why she doesn't fool with people. And then here's just pretty much a little bit of backstory of what she's explaining. She's no longer following Ice Spice as well as JT, which I kind of feel like we all kind of knew that the Ice Spice situation was going to happen soon. We were just waiting to see when she was going to officially unfollow her. But it's kind of a surprise that she unfollowed JT as well. So to me, honestly, even though it appears that JT is, rising to the top as of right now, I kind of have a contrary opinion, so let's just wait until my thoughts. So here's my thoughts. To be honest with you guys, the whole situation of the City Girls breaking up, it still kind of does not sit well with me. The reason that it doesn't sit well with me is because I just still can't get over the fact that JT just kind of moved forward when all that she ever really wanted was to do her music career and really thrive with her best friend, Carisha. And I just kind of feel like the fact that Young Miami held everything down while JT was in prison for over a year, that's what really caused for the City Girls to blow up and have as much success as they do as of current. Because let's be real, if Carisha never would have went out there and actually held down the group while JT was in prison, they would actually be a thing of the past. But this woman not only sat here and, risked her child, risked herself, risked her body, and put everything on the line to maintain relevancy while JT was locked up for being a fraud. So it just is insane to me that JT seems so ungrateful in this whole entire situation of, the whole group itself. Like, I'm here for her wanting to thrive and do something different, but I just wish that it wouldn't have gone to a spacing of her and Young Miami not being friends anymore. I just feel like that's a bit extreme. Like, I feel like the least that they could have had was, things at least still being good, but just them deciding that they want to go on different paths. And then one thing that makes me completely bothersome about this whole situation is I just kind of feel like JT literally has nothing else to kind of fall back on. Like, I feel like the only thing that she's really putting her eggs in the basket of is music. And I'm not gonna lie, I love JT's music, but as of recent, the songs that she's been coming out with, I'm like, what is this? She's a very powerful feature, but sometimes when she does music on her own, it's kind of like, girl, you didn't even try. Like, the JT Comin' song is cool and all that, but it's just like the only part that's good about the song is when she says, JT Comin', JT Comin'. That's it. And honestly and truthfully, I feel like ever since she started dating Uzi is when her entire attitude started to change. Now, Uzi is one of those worshipers, and you guys know what kind of a worshiper he is. The ones with the little horns and everything, y'all know. This little one tries to lie and say that he's not, but we know the vibes that he's giving when he's giving it. So we know what team he plays for, and it's not for the Lord. Allegedly. I just feel like ever since she started dealing with him, he started putting little bugs in her ear and making her convert into this different type of a JT. which is why now we're getting more so this JT that's more so, thinking she's making fashion movements by looking like this. Because I just feel like this does not scream the JT that we originally knew that was with Young Miami. I mean, just look at her here. Like, her demeanor, the way that she was carrying herself, nothing about that screams the JT that we're getting today. And then on top of that, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, the venue was small. So maybe, she's not really getting as much support as she thinks she was going to get. A lot of people are even speculating that now that Nicki is not going to really want to have anything to do with her, that she really won't have the support of Nicki's fans. And we all know how the Barbs ride hard for Nicki. So this could be a game changer in JT's career. And I just feel like all of this could really humble her quick and put her in a tough position where she may actually need the City Girls to kind of push her career back into a comfortable direction. The great thing about Young Miami is I feel like she has put herself in a situation where she has not only developed as a music artist, but she's also developed as a businesswoman. She's now selling clothes, which, they are overpriced t-shirts, but, she's doing a little something. She also has her Carisha Please show, which I've already done a separate video on the development I think that Young Miami should do for her career. And not trying to toot my own horn, but I think she actually might have watched it because a lot of what I spewed to her, she's actually taking in that advice because I noticed that Carisha Please actually revamped. But I digress. But yeah, so she also has Carisha Please. She also came out with the, Risha Roulette too, which that was another thing that I said in my video, and I noticed that she took that advice. But once again, I digress. But yeah, I'm noticing that she's doing a bunch of different things to really uplift her career and really give her some other options of things to do. And JT's really, really, doting on this music. And I feel like, honestly, she's going to eventually hit a plateau because the longer that people don't hear from you and the longer that they don't hear music from you and, they keep finding different other people, I just feel like she's going to get pushed into this box where people are not really going to be checking for her. And I feel like then eventually we're going to get this unwarranted hate train and it's going to give off weird vibes. And she's going to be trying to figure out what can she do to kind of get things back into a comfortable space. So that is just really what's making me feel like she needs to come up with something else to do on the side, whether it's just like a cute little lip gloss brand or maybe just like a cute little clothing brand. She needs to do something else that can help with the music. Like, it needs to be a secondary plan. Even if she, partners with some sort of liquor brand, she needs to do something else. Because the music industry is great, but the way that the music industry is these days, it's so temporary because, the songs are shorter, people's attention spans are even shorter, and, it's only so long that you can milk these songs because songs are not as, withstanding as they used to be in the past. I just don't want her to get into a space in which she's trying to figure out what she should do next. And then, she has literally nothing to fall back on. But that's my opinion. What's yours?